Welcome back. This is Sealchan, and this is my Minecraft Alpha 1.1 progressive old school Let's Play. Today, we're going to try to finish this spider loop, and we'll see if it works. So, let's go. By spider loop, I mean when I darken this room, spiders spawn, water will carry them into here, and if all goes as planned, they'll head up that way, get pushed out, and drop again through this hole. That's the plan. And that's what we're going to do. We need water, which we have a local water source. I guess a well. Kind of feel like making this look a little better. Oops. Oh well. Okay. It's a little better. I'll take care of that later. I'm kind of distracting myself here. Other little situation we have is we need a bridge, and we still need to access this torch. What I'm testing in the spawner is the ability to go around and safely pick up the torches. So, there's the bridge. Okay. Now, besides water, we need a bunch of signs. Why do I have two chests? Why doesn't everything... Huh. Alright, well, I'll work with it. Crafted items, this just raw materials. In this, we have no more wood, so let's see what we can get out of this. Signs are used to restrict the flow of water without restricting the flow of entities. Entities can move through a space occupied by a sign, but water cannot. One of the many clever devices in Minecraft. using alpha and studying it carefully has led me to believe that there are a lot of basic game mechanics that we take it for granted. Being able to operate a way to move mobs around using water and blocks to push and guide their movement is a really huge thing in this game. I think that Redstone is of a similar character, but Redstone's a little more technical and abstract. It's like the difference between wiring an electrical circuit and digging out a stream at the beach or along a mountain river in order to just experiment with the flow. It's a little more visceral. Alright, I'm going to try leaving this to decay. Maybe we'll check on it. Okay, now what we need to do is see how many signs we can make. Let's start with 6 signs. Oops. Yeah, we need a lot more than 6. I need 2 on each side. If this doesn't work out, I'm going to have science for life. Okay. So there's going to be water here, and it'll flow this way over that sign and down, pushing the mobs till they reach this point. Okay, now Ooh. All right, well, phew. It's got a little further than I thought it might. I'm gonna put a slabs here, so that this water is here, but it's not flowing, pushing back against the current. I need just 2 more signs. But I'm exactly got 0 signs worth of wood, so we're gonna have to go to the hunting blind. It's about halfway through the night. Oh, I got some stuff. I need 2 more signs. I'll take 6. Should be enough for 4 more signs. Yeah, that must be a gap that mobs can jump. If they happen to jump. Okay, let's use this. Okay, let's see if I can. At least what I think is enough signs. So all this is to trap water. And spiders pushing on each other. Pushes the water, or pushes them up into the next block of water. And so, yeah, well, we'll see. This worked in 1.1. Now we just need to place the water in a way that makes life not too difficult. Leaf decay seems to get stuck. And sometimes it seems to get stuck to me at the bottom. So if I break the one leaf that has a lower Y coordinate, seems to unstick it. I'm not sure why that would be the case. Okay, bucket. I've already got water. Let's see how high I can reach from down here. Yeah. I almost wonder if that's enough. Let's take a look. Or maybe we'd rather not have the flowing water anyway. Yeah. Let's, alright, I need to go to here. Okay. You know, I do have more than one bucket. Alright, this will be next. Let's get 2 buckets. Okay. It strikes me as maybe a good idea if I were to make sure I built a well in my mining district before I work on any mob spawners. There. Now I won't get confused about which block I placed. Yeah, let me write that down. Okay. The whole infinite water source too. I can see how these features hang together. At some point, it must have been the case that the ability to do what I'm doing right now was specifically designed for before by notch. And I feel like he did a great job of... Oops. I forgot to place something. It's alright. Let's get that in there. Let's go get some slabs. Okay. This is a good example of doing things in the wrong order. Okay. Oops, in the wrong spot. Okay. You see, it works for me. I need more water up here, though. And I can even get out. Yeah, this'll work. Pretty cool. Works for me. I'm an entity. Hopefully it'll work for the spiders. Okay. I think I want to place... Let's get one more slab. Now, put water here, water there. And up we go. This water in place. That's not gonna work. That's not what I wanted either. Why did it do that? Oh, it's gonna make a mess. Alright, now, if I dig up these blocks, we're gonna have a problem. So, let's make sure we contain that problem. Oh, do I only get one back? That's not nice. Yeah. As somebody was telling me, Alpha's buggy. But I can live with it. Alright. That's really weird. Some of the bugs seem almost harder to coat than what you might do unintentionally. Alright, well, it gives me visibility. It just keeps the spiders from coming out. Shows you how great trapdoors are. Okay, let's get back to the bucket brigade. Let's see, should we do the water at the top first? What might happen is that the water spills over and makes a mess. But you know what? Yeah, I'll do it last because I can travel up through here, place the last 2 buckets, and drop down here. So let's do this next. Does that make sense? Now, I also had the idea that this in my design. Creative. I thought that maybe it would help with if 2 mobs, 2 spiders are competing with each other to enter this space. I don't know if that's true. It looks like a potential dead zone here, but here's the thing. This whole trap works on the idea that one spider will push another. I like how the water pushes me on top of the slab. Alright, we're gonna now do this. And we still have total control over the light. Although, we'll probably end up wasting torches. And torches are relatively cheap. Oh, interesting. What if we did this? Problem solved. Maybe. Maybe. Everything's in motion. Even if it pushes you this way, this will push you back that way. Okay. I just need 2 more buckets of water. Now another thing here is that obviously mobs can spawn in midair. Which is also interesting. Makes me wonder whether that's always true, or it was made to be true in order to make it possible to do this. Okay, this is going to have to fight the current here. Alright. There's a problem. We've got pushback here. Well, actually then, what we want are 2 more signs. Let's see if we can manage that. Four more signs. Let's put that bucket away. We don't have to go that way. I like how we built all these access ways. Look at putting stone slabs in there. Alright, if we put these signs in, you'll get the idea. Alright, 2 more. We'll just have to go get the wood. This hasn't grown yet. Oops. Okay, let's see. I hope this works. Now again, the reason it's taken exactly almost 1 whole night, 1 whole day. The reason why I'm building this loop, it's called a proof of concept. Meaning, I want to raise the spiders up. But I don't know if I can actually do it. So I'm building something a little bit silly. A little bit not functional. Because it's simpler and easier. Because first, before I go all the way and build the whole thing that I want to make sure it's even going to work. So that's a POC, proof of concept. Computer programmers talk about that. Oh, hey. I'm sure it's used in other industries. We can use it here as well. If I can get the spiders to go up my elevator, and see them drop down again, then I know I can get them to go wherever I want. There. Oops. Point taken. Alrighty. bit roughed in, but again, if this works, then what I'm going to want to do is decide where I want... See, now we don't have the water falling down. I need to decide where I want the spiders to go so that I can kill them. Now, since we're under a mountain, I don't want to bring them all the way up to the surface, because that'd be kind of silly. Now, that is not to say that I couldn't bring them up under the mountain and then make them go sideways. That is definitely a possibility. But if I bring them too far away, I won't be able to activate the spawner, and I'll have to have a separate room just to do that. So in that case, I think just having an underground killing room will be good. Now, I could have done that too, without all this trouble. But I wanted to see if I could make it work. Okay, now we're going to test something else. I'm going to test how good of an idea this was. Lost the torch. We're going to turn off the lights one by one. Hopefully we won't lose too many lights. Lost 2 out of 2. Oh, now we got a spider behind. Let's take a look here. He wants to come get me. Alright, got one of those torches. Okay, spider number 2. He's not able to come at me enough. That's another thing. Probably help if I were... So he wants to come and get me, but he can't. If I'm standing somewhere, that will help bring these spiders the way I want to bring them. Now, oh, look at that. Oh, there they go. There they go. Now, will they fall down? That's the question. Might be able to get me. Yeah, that is the question. So, and that's maybe the question I don't care so much about. Do I care if they can't fall down? In the end, I really don't want them to. Oh, you get through? Did I leave a gap? Oh, did I? I did. Okay. Well, anyway, I have proven this thing will work. Let's see if I can actually get him to drop. Cranking up the spawn rate here. I'm doing pretty well with these torches. Yeah. As you can see, you don't have to perfectly pick up the torches. Of course, when we get redstone lamps, it'll be so much easier. Now, are these guys going to push each other down? That's a question. Doesn't look like it. Alright, so we do this. I might knock some of them down. The ideal killing room for spiders, at least in alpha, is to have them over your head so they don't attack down. If I just step up to here, I would start getting hit. I don't think I've seen a spider drop yet. Let's sit and watch a little while. I've noted with my skeleton elevator that sometimes they get stuck. Seems like they might be a little stuck here. See if I can get a couple of those torches. First, as soon as I walk over here, come at me. Yeah. Yep, there we go. One dropped. Oh, that could have spawned. I guess if this doesn't flash, it's going to be hard to tell the difference. It would be cool if they did occasionally drop, but again, the water, if it's making them buoyant so they don't want to fall, that's really not a problem. Actually, I have another idea. Let's light this up. See if we can disable it again. Now I just need to go on top. We can block. Let's do this. Alright, get lucky if we catch these. Yeah. I can put the signs up here. Well, no, we didn't clean them out. I was hoping that we might actually. Alright, this should be fully lit. All our stuff is down here. I'm not sure, the other spider must have gone up the elevator. Okay, so let's go up and get that last spider. And replace those signs. Yeah, last couple spiders. Oh. He dropped. Alright, let's do this quickly. Where's my signs? Here. There. See, now they'll be less suspended. Oops. Okay. This is just to keep me from accidentally walking down here. Where are those guys? There's another improvement would be to have more glass. You can see. Okay. It's hard to get a good view in here. Let's get our stuff back. Alright, that's not too bad. Okay. Well, I think overall this has been a success. My proof of concept tells me that I can raise these spiders up. Maybe the killing room will just be next door. Somewhere convenient to the mining complex, which is right over there. We'll have a nice tree farm in the center. Yeah, this is all shaping up, I think. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave this as is, and in our next episode, we'll move on. I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next. Take care.